Hi, I'm Patrick from Just Got Played. I want to thank you for joining me as I travel through time to 1893 and the World's Fair Hotel to unlock the secrets of Crimes of History, H.H. Holmes' Murder Castle. Murder Castle plays 2 to 6 players, but with the second story expansion, it adds another player, so it plays 2 to 7. It also adds more maps, more content, the ability to play solo, and the ability to play the mysterious H.H. Holmes himself. The goal of the game is to collect evidence against Holmes and clear your name as an Murder Castle is action selection at its heart. You select an action tile, place it onto your player board, and when you do that, you're able to do the primary action and the bonus action. Every player after you still has the ability to play that same action or select a new one from the pool. But if they play the same action that's on your player card, they only get the primary ability, not the secondary bonus. Once all the players have gone, moving, collecting evidence, exploring the castle, collecting event cards, and event cards, on a side note, are drawn, and they're special abilities that you can either use right away, or some of them allow you to keep them and use them for later on. An important one of that is for strategy is the ability to move the gondola to manipulate that strategically. After all the players have gone collecting evidence, moving through the castle, exploring the castle, and collecting event cards, Holmes moves. You draw a Holmes moves card, and it has 4 locations on it, 4 room numbers on it. Holmes moves to every one of those rooms if possible. If the room is not out on the playing area yet, then he limits his movement. He only does 3 or 2 or 1 even, if that's a possibility. If he moves into a room with another player, Holmes does 1 damage to that player. You place a gray cube onto your Holmes strikes area. Now every time a player explores a castle and puts a new room into play, there's a small safe on the corner of that room with a number in it. That number is the amount of tokens you take from the Ferris wheel and place onto that safe. So you have a limited choice of what you can take because the Ferris wheel at maximum only has 5 separate pieces in its gondola. So it may or may not have the color that you want. If that space is completely out on the gondola, then you rotate it and collect the remaining ones from the next seat on the gondola. The tokens on the gondola are replaced randomly, so if once you move that gondola to a new spot, you repopulate it out of the H.H. Holmes murder mystery bag with a random sampling. Play continues until one player has completely filled their evidence slots and gets back to the pharmacy. That's an important part. They've got to still make it back to the pharmacy. Now, on to my review. I really enjoyed this game, and it will continue to hit my table every once in a while. The components are fantastic. The minis are incredible. I really enjoyed those, and I think they're made by Shapeways. Every aspect of the production of the game is very, very good. I like the gameplay, especially because it'll play up to 7 players and doesn't add a ton more time. Each player does take a little bit of time moving and doing their selections, but the actions are all on the board, so there shouldn't be a heck of a lot of AP, which can be a problem with high player count games. But if I had to point out one thing that I think some people may not like is a true tactician or a strategist may not like this game. The random elements going, selecting evidence from the bag onto the Ferris wheel, the random movements of Holmes himself, although it provides him a lot of movement and a lot of opportunity, it is still random. The event cards are drawn randomly as well, so you may not get really what you're hoping for or looking for. So there is a good deal of randomness. So a strategist may have to think twice about purchasing or investing in H.H. Holmes' Murder Castle. But if you would think you would enjoy a tongue-in-cheek murder mystery, horror-themed game based on a popular book called Devil in the White City, I believe, about a true event that took place at the World's Fair, I highly encourage you to pick up a copy of Murder Castle. Thank you very, very much for watching.